Welcome to Rochester, Minnesota, everybody. Good afternoon. It is a sunny, beautiful Saturday afternoon down here in Rochester. Brett MacKenzie joined in the booth today by our cameraman extraordinaire, Chris Umland. We have an exciting matchup for you. This is the first of a series of AA matchups that the Eagan Wildcats can expect to be facing here this year. You may recall that last meeting with the Rochester Mustangs was against a PWA team, so a slightly different look here today. Warm-ups is concluding. Thanks for joining us, everybody. We appreciate it. We'll have puck drop here in just a few moments. Take a look at a roster for this afternoon. This being MEA weekend, there are going to be a number of kids who are not here. We'll keep, let's see, we know that Cade Steinke's not here. We know that young Ben Gannon is not here. I do believe I'm missing one, maybe even two. We'll figure it out here as the day goes on. The Wildcats are gathering for the 3-2-1 Wildcats, and we'll be set to drop the puck. And here we go. The Wildcats from Eagan against the Mustang AA from Rochester. Starting lineup: Urick, Turvold, Thonvold, Eilertson, and Beckwith. Eilertson first to gain possession. He rings it around the far side. Thonvold not able to catch up. Puck comes out in neutral ice. Rochester working on its first regroup. Sent down, tipped, no icing. Turvold, nice saucer pass over to Urick. Urick's got Thonvold on the far side. He sends it over. Now Thonvold. Thonvold working to his outside. Puck ends up behind the Rochester net. Quick shot and a goal! There was a backup into the corner. Let's take a look. It's Thonvold sending it out for a quick one-timer to Turvold, and Turvold pokes it in. Back into the corner. There's Thonvold again going back behind the red line, sending it out front. Turvold takes one bat at it, and another, and it goes in. Turvold makes this a 1-0 game early here in the first period. Urick chasing down the puck. He's out with Schuman, Umland, Thomas, Schmidt, and Becker. Now Schmidt finding room on the outside. Drop pass to Thomas. Thomas, shot, score! Connor Thomas making this one 2-0. Beautiful little drop pass coming there from Hudson Schmidt. Thomas loads up the stick and lets it rip right over the goaltender's shoulder. There's the drop pass, opens up the lane, shot coming, beats it blocker side. Nice play there from Connor Thomas. Wildcats off to a hot start, 2-0 here in just the opening couple moments. Turvold, MacKenzie, Eilertson, and Beckwith next up. That's Turvold in the far corner. Sending out to Beckwith. Beckwith one time didn't get all of it. Turvold pursues. Rochester sends it out into neutral ice. Now Beckwith curling up. Beckwith trying to move it up to Turvold. Rochester breaking it out. Some will start to go for a change. Puck rung around to the far side. Thonvold pulling it off the wall to Umland. Umland sending it over to MacKenzie. MacKenzie with a quick turnaround. He's 1-on-2 through center ice. MacKenzie toe drags to the outside. MacKenzie backhand shot. Bar downs. Goal. A beauty from number 26, Bennett MacKenzie. Toe dragging to the outside. And he puts it upstairs. Bennett MacKenzie makes this a 3-0 game, and the Wildcats coming out with some serious energy early in the game. It was Schmidt getting the assist, so MacKenzie from Schmidt on the third goal by the Wildcats. There's a long shot coming in from Luke Becker, Pounds as we like to call him. Sometimes he gets the pounder. Thomas, his backhand shot going back to Schuman. And here come the Mustangs. Mustangs through the center, 2-on-2. Good patience by the Mustang forward, waiting for his players to come in for support. Drop pass to Schmidt. Schmidt off the wall, looking for Thomas. Quick breakout from the Mustangs, stopped there by Luke Becker. MacKenzie. There's a centering pass. Mustangs looking for its first shot on net. 13:33 left in the first. Thonvold plays it off the wall to MacKenzie. He's got speed through middle ice. MacKenzie pulling to the center. There's poke check. Thonvold into support. Nice stick from Thonvold. Urick into retrieve. Urick tried to turn around pass to MacKenzie. Got tipped. Play resumes on the near side wall. Eilertson off the wall as MacKenzie playing it out of midair. Bobbling it back into the center dot. MacKenzie, quick pass over to Urick. Puck was up on its end, not rolling, or it was rolling, not sliding as it normally would. MacKenzie with a wide angle shot. Blocker save. Beckwith giving chase. Pushed out into middle ice. Eilertson loses an edge on the red line. Now MacKenzie. MacKenzie's 1-on-4 as he comes across the blue line, leaving it for Urick. Urick, his shot on goal, glove save. First stoppage of the game that wasn't an Eagan goal. Gives us an opportunity to say hello to our starting goaltender. That is Parker West. Not a ton of action in his end just yet. A lot of hockey left, of course. And here comes a break for the Mustangs. Player had pulled up. It's Schmidt and Thomas giving chase. Now Becker. Becker's backhand looking up for Thomas. This one sent down in. Number 11, Becker, picks it up behind West net. Breakout pass looking for Schuman. That gets behind him along the wall, but Umland blocks a shot. He's got a 2-on-1 with Thomas. Umland on his backhand, tried to pulling up, and he slides it over just a little far for Thomas. Good effort from both. Puck battle behind the net. Schuman in on the forecheck. Eilertson pinches down, gains control. Umland pressures on the far side. Rochester looking for a breakout. Stopped there by Beckwith. Now Thomas. Thomas pulling to the center. Turvold and Urick off the bench. Thomas goes to the bench. MacKenzie's on the ice. It's Urick, Turvold, and MacKenzie. Urick may got away with a little slash on that one. Turvold down to Urick. Backhand pass to Turvold. Turvold with a nice stop. Beckwith sending it back down in. Bounces off the Zamboni door. Rochester will work to break it out. Rochester sending it across far ice. Good defensive position there from Beckwith. Beckwith, backhand pass looking for Turvold. Urick turning it around, trying to get to Turvold. Turnover coming the other direction. Urick takes it in hard. He's going to go to the box. Delayed penalty. Eilertson's going to go to the box for a body check. Here with 10:26 left in the first, we might have snagged a decent angle of that. Let's take a peek. We caught the helmets and the shaking of the glass. Almost had it. Eilertson has 90 seconds of penalty time up on the board. First penalty kill of the day. Becker, Schmidt, Schuman, and Thomas, your penalty killing unit. Nice stop from Schmidt at the line. And another nice stop from Schmidt. Rochester finally comes in, takes a shot. First save of the game from Parker West. And he makes another big sliding pad save just to follow it up. Now Parker West again. He had been alone back there for 6 minutes or so early in this game, and all of a sudden, just a barrage of power play attention sent in on Parker's net. He stops it all. Solid start here from number 32, Parker West. Rochester sending it across the crease. 25 seconds remaining in Eilertson's minor penalty. Beckwith pursuing in the far corner. He puts it off the wall and finds it out in mid-ice. Wildcats begin to work on a change. Umland and Thonvold, your current penalty killers, out there with Turvold and Beckwith. Stoppage of play. 8 seconds remaining in the first period. Umland, Thonvold, MacKenzie, and Beckwith. MacKenzie rung it around in. Thonvold had lost an edge in the slot. Umland quick on the puck. Eilertson's out of the box. Wildcats are full strength. Beckwith sends it towards the net. That's stopped by the Mustangs. They begin to break out. MacKenzie with a strong back check, able to stop it at the line. They send it down in, no ice. Nice kick save there from Umland. Soccer skills being shown off. Beckwith to MacKenzie. MacKenzie, backhand pass up to Thonvold. Thonvold fights off one, tries to pull to the center. Puck goes into the far corner. Becker stops at the line, walks in towards the middle. Becker fights off two, brings it into the near side corner. Becker fighting for it still. Good body position there from the Mustang defender. Now Turvold, leaving it for Thomas. Thomas into the corner. Thomas backhand pass looking for Turvold. That gets stopped. Becker meets it at the blue line. Becker able to hold, sends it off the wall to MacKenzie. Rochester taking over. They've got a fresh player out of the box, or out of the bench. 2-on-1. Break, shot, goal. It was a broken play through center ice. A Rochester player just come in off the bench. They come down in 2-on-1, really a 3-on-1 with a back checker. Play going to the center, gets just past Parker. Replay from the corner. West taking aggressive line, tracks the puck well, but he just gets beat over the shoulder. Nice goal for Rochester, makes this one 3-1, 7:33 left in the first period. Turvold. He takes a shot, glove save. We'll have a stoppage of play. 7:27 left in the first. Urick, Turvold, Thonvold, Eilertson, Beckwith. Turvold into the center. Sealed it on his forehand. Takes a shot. Save for the Rochester goaltender. We'll do it again. Just a couple clicks gone. Umland, MacKenzie, Thomas coming onto the ice. Rochester had made a wholesale change, so we'll see some fresh legs. Eilertson, slap shot, blocked. And here they come. Rochester turning it around, trying to gain entry. That one hit a couple skates, ends up on the Rochester stick. Eilertson going down. Now there's a loose puck in the slot. West hops on top of it, stops play. .6:57 left. We've got an hour and 15 minutes, maybe even an hour and a half of ice today, so we'll have nice long periods. That's what's giving us these minute and a half long minor penalties as opposed to the 1 minute that we've been seeing in the previous 3 games so far this season. Becker up to Umland. Umland looking for MacKenzie. MacKenzie pulling it back. Loose puck coming out high in the zone. That one stopped there by Thomas. Slap shot coming. Gets through, but it hits traffic. Shot save. Thomas and Umland coming out 2-on-2. Thomas sends it over to Umland. That one gets chipped down into the near side corner. Umland in on the forecheck. Schmidt stops at first. MacKenzie picks up a loose puck. MacKenzie pulling to the center. He takes a shot, save, rebound. Therefore, Thomas gets pushed over as the whistle was blown. Stops the clock. No penalty. 6:12 left in the first. Wildcats up by 2. 3-1 the score. Urick, Thonvold, Turvold, Eilertson, Beckwith. Turvold with a nice body play. Mustangs come away with it. 2-on-2 as they cross center ice. Mustangs drive wide, drop pass. Thonvold collapses. Puck sent down in the far side corner. Beckwith defends. Turvold, your centerman, into support. Nice break pass for the Mustangs, but a nice save for Parker West. Mustangs with a nice play in the offensive zone. Quick little backhand pass right onto the slot. Spinorama shot, but it was West with the big save. There's the pass. Spin around, shot. Point blank save there for West. Another quick one stops the clock here with 5:29 left in the first. Rochester had won the draw, but it was Thonvold's persistence out on the point that almost resulted in a break. He would have had no one in front of him there from the blue line on. Urick, backhand pass to Turvold. Turvold tried to cut towards the center. Rochester player goes down. Turvold to Schmidt. Schmidt looking for Thonvold, hits the skates. Ref calls tip, no ice. Schmidt intercepts, leaving it for Turvold. He's got Urick. Turvold waits for Urick. Urick supports. Now Rochester trying to break out. Eilertson sensing pressure, sends it in. Beckwith's going to cross the line, but it was offside. MacKenzie wins it back to Eilertson. Eilertson sends it down in. MacKenzie will be the first one on. Play reverses. Toss now in. Rochester player couldn't get the puck off the boards. Play resumes behind the Rochester net. Now MacKenzie sends it out to the point. Beckwith. His shot goes just wide. Schuman cycles. Thomas will meet it on the far side. Beckwith with a pinch. Now we have a 2-on-1. Schuman on the back check. Eilertson your defender. Rochester. Pass. Shot. Not able to get pulled away. It's MacKenzie trying to get the loose puck up to Schuman. But now it's Thomas. Thomas wanted a shift. He sends it down in on net. Schuman in on the forecheck. Rochester getting the hang of these breakouts. They've had a couple of odd man rushes here in the last couple moments. Thonvold, Urick, Schmidt, Turvold, and Becker now on 5-on-5 full-strength hockey. That one was out and in. Stops the clock with 3:18 left in the first period. Schmidt, first one to come away with it off the faceoff. Pushing it to the outside, he's with Turvold and Urick. Drop pass to Turvold. Turvold takes it into the corner. Urick hustles to break up a breakout pass, but they get it through. It's 1-on-1. Becker, the defender. Mustangs to the outside. Becker with a nice little poke check at the last moment. Brings the play into the far side corner. Now Thonvold. He loses it, but Turvold there with the quick turnover. This game's starting to tighten up a bit after the opening moments. There's a puck into the bench. We'll see if we get a too many men. And yes, it is Coach Eilertson assessed a 2-minute, minute and a half minor penalty. First bench minor of the year assessed to the Eagan Wildcats. Brings up a 90-second penalty kill. Eilertson, MacKenzie, Umland, and Beckwith will be your penalty kill unit. Referee's just waiting for the penalty to go up on the board, and there it is. 2:36 left in the first period, minute 30 on the clock. Eilertson stops the centering pass, loose puck right above the blue paint. Beckwith comes up with it, sends it up to Umland. Rochester working along the far wall, but it's Beckwith almost using the old battery ram. Now MacKenzie's, he's got 1-on-2, possibly with speed. MacKenzie 1-on-1, MacKenzie onto his backhand side. MacKenzie, backhand shot goes just wide. Now MacKenzie again, onto his forehand, sends it across, looking for Umland. It was just behind him. Good penalty kill here from the Wildcats, strong effort from number 26. And we'll have a body checking penalty this time. Looks like it'll be against the Mustangs. So we'll have 54 seconds of 4-on-4 hockey, followed by a 36-second power play. And we'll see it all here in the last 2 minutes of this first period. Body checking is the call. Schuman, Thonvold, Becker, and Schmidt now out there 4-on-4. One-timer from Schmidt. Rebound there for Thonvold. Not able to connect. Nice stop at the line from Schmidt, but it's Mustangs picking it up as they cross neutral ice. Another nice back check there from Schuman. Mustangs now. Shot from the top of the point, or the top of the circle. It goes in. That's a 4-on-4 goal. Player pulls up, beats West high up over the glove hand side. Great view coming right down the slot. There's the shot. Perfect placement in the top corner. 3-2 the score. Play remains 4-on-4 with Thomas in the box serving the bench minor. That will expire here in about 15 seconds. So in a game that had all the trappings of a rout in the first couple shifts, has quickly tightened up. Rochester coming in with 2 goals in the second half of this first period, making a 1-goal game. Wildcats now on the power play. 53 seconds left in the first period, 22 seconds left of that man advantage. Rochester skating it out shorthanded. Quick breakout pass that stopped there by Urick, but it got out into neutral ice. 42 seconds left in the period. Urick, Thonvold, Turvold, Eilertson, and Beckwith will finish off the first period here. 3 more seconds of power play time. But we've got a hand pass. We'll bring it out at least into the neutral zone. Neutral zone face-off. 2 seconds remaining of the power play. And there you can see him coming right out of the box, heading back into the bench. We are full strength for the remaining 22 seconds of the first period. Mustangs saucing across, stopped there by Urick. Urick's got Turvold in the center. Urick tried to send it over to Turvold to hit skates in traffic. Thonvold with a nice step. Mustangs holding on to it, look content just to eat this one. And they do. We will take a short break and be back with you for the second period. Thanks for joining us, everybody. Second period underway. Starts things off 5-on-5. It's Thomas, Umland, Schuman, Schmidt, and Becker. Here's Schuman. That was Schmidt. Backhand shot, quick save. Quick shot just, about 14 seconds into this second period. Thomas to the center. Becker, he has 2, puts it off the wall, but Rochester able to come up with it. Schuman picks it off. Tries to send it across to Thomas, but that one trades hands. Schmidt crosses the line. He's got Umland and Schuman. Now Rochester 2-on-1. Becker back to defend. Quick shot and a goal. It was the fake toe drag that is going to tie this game. There you can see him faking that toe drag, but then sends it in 5-hole. Looks like it might have got just up underneath West's shoulder. So it's a tie game here in the second period. Long 17-minute periods. We'll see how that comes into play with the Wildcats playing on a short bench. Short bench, big rink, long game. Now Beckwith with a pick. That gets sent back out into center ice. Beckwith again. Over to Turvold. Nice pass there from Beckwith. Now Turvold. Tries to split the D. Loose puck ends up in the far corner where Urick retrieves. Eilertson on the pinch. Putting it down to Turvold. Turvold tried to pull it around to the high slot, but that got sent back into the far corner as well. Puck chipped out in the neutral ice where Eilertson's going to turn around. He's got to wait for a change. Eilertson lets one go. Let's see if he has to answer the bell here. He's getting chirped, but the gloves remain on. Schuman, Umland, Thomas, Becker, Schmidt. Schuman chipping it down into the far corner for himself. He's the first one on the puck. Loose puck along the wall. It's Schuman trying to bring it towards the center. Mustangs batted under the far wall. Thomas with a nice pick. Trying to move it over to Umland. Gives it to Schuman. Schuman, he takes a shot. Rebound. Umland kicking it over to his forehand. Ends up on the far hash mark where Becker finds it. Schuman. Now Umland. Umland fanned on his pass. Now Rochester. Becker with a nice step. Thomas pulling onto his backhand side. He's got Umland behind him. Nice pass attempt there from Thomas, but it hit skates. Strong shift here from Umland, Thomas. Now Schmidt. Save there from Parker. Yes, the body language almost suggested that maybe he didn't get all of it, but he did. Stops the clock. 14:09 left in the second period. 3-3 the game. Turvold, Thonvold, MacKenzie, Eilertson, Beckwith. Turvold, saucer pass to MacKenzie. MacKenzie chasing up. He's going to find a lane onto the outside. He pushes it ahead to himself. Pulls up at the hash marks. Has to turn around, pulling it in towards the center. MacKenzie with a quick little through the legs turnaround. Now MacKenzie cycles back to Turvold. Turvold out of the corner, looking for Eilertson. MacKenzie rings it back around, meets Turvold on the far side. Turvold, toe drag out of the corner, sends it out to Beckwith. Beckwith steps, takes a shot, hits a knee pad. MacKenzie able to stop it at the blue line. Puck does go out, maybe not, but play resumes. Another strong shift from the Wildcats. Mustangs working on a change. Eilertson trying to throw it up the wall. I believe he was looking for Thonvold. Thonvold. Now Turvold. Beckwith with a stop. Beckwith finds room on the far side. Tried to backhand pass up to Thonvold. Beckwith with it still. Finally does get it up to Thonvold. Thonvold finds MacKenzie. End of a long shift for these three, but it's MacKenzie driving it wide as his team goes in for a change. MacKenzie leaves it there as Thomas comes in support. Umland, Schuman, Thomas, Schmidt, and Becker. Scrum along the side of the net. Puck is still loose. Thomas with it behind the net now. That gets sent up into the netting. Stops play. 12-12 left in the second. Thomas, Schmidt, Umland, Schuman, Becker. There's a drop pass that was broken up by Thomas as he tries to get it across the blue line. Now Schmidt picking up. Schmidt, he takes a shot, hits a goaltender in the shoulder. Nice save. Rochester trying to ice it, but it's a race to the puck. Becker has to hustle for it. Ends up winning the race. We'll see if Rochester's numbers, you can see a full bench over there, we'll see if Rochester's numbers begin to play into the strategy that the Wildcats take into the second half of this game, which is still a handful of minutes away. Here playing these long periods. Figure you're going to make the trip all the way down, might as well get a good game out of it, right? Beautiful rink here in Graham Arena. They have 4 arenas at the Graham Arena complex here in Rochester. Ooh, Umland, or that was Urick plowing over the competition. This rink 4 being what I believe is the newest and largest of the 4. Great spot to take in a game. Sauce pass goes through the blue paint, no goal. Nice breakout pass there from Urick, just like we had practiced yesterday. It's kind of like that reverse against the grain breakout. Eilertson sending it down in. That one hits a referee's skates. Chipped high out back. That one goes out and in. Referee allows play to resume. Typically that's blown down. No complaints here though. Eilertson tried to stop it along the wall. It's Beckwith with a 2-on-1. Here's a partial break. Beckwith defending. Shot goes wide. Now Eilertson pulling it off the wall, finding MacKenzie. MacKenzie spins once, finds it on his backhand, gets it to Thomas. Thomas trying to go back to MacKenzie, but Thomas picks up the loose change. Thomas with it still. Rochester trying to break out, Schuman streaking across. Now Thomas with a takeaway. Umland onto the ice. 9:58 left in the second period. Becker over to Umland. Umland quick up to Schuman. Schuman trying to get it over to Beckwith. Had gone out and in, and that will stop play. 9:41 left, second period of this tie game. Referees conferring about something. And we're down. Turvold, Urick, MacKenzie, Schmidt, Becker. Turvold trying to send it over to MacKenzie. That hits traffic. Out and in, quick whistle, 9:29 left. Same crew, Urick Turvold, MacKenzie, Becker, Schmidt. Turvold wins it cleanly to Becker. Becker D to Schmidt. Schmidt gains the red line, sends it down into the near corner. Turvold, your first forechecker. Urick into support. Urick, point pass to Schmidt. Schmidt walks to the middle, takes a shot. High blocker save. Urick and Becker fight for it along the half wall. Bring it down in the corner. MacKenzie into support. Rochester skating around the near side of their goal. Speedy number 9, bringing it all the way down. Turvold into pursue. Now Urick chipping it back, looking for Turvold. Turvold with the strip. Turvold onto the hand side. Just fans on the backhand shot, but MacKenzie picks it up. MacKenzie going to the center, save, loose puck on the near side of the net. Urick going for the wraparound. That one gets stopped, and a melee ensues. We'll see if we caught any of that. It looks like it was MacKenzie coming in late, dumping a player on the near side wall. I don't believe we're going to get any calls. I'm sorry. We did get a call. So it's going to be MacKenzie going to the box for a minute and a half. Wildcats shorthanded now, second or third attempt here today. Oh, I'm sorry. These were coincidental minors. So we remain 5-on-5. My mistake. Thomas, Umland, Schuman, Beckwith, Eilertson. Umland reversing back to Schuman. Schuman onto his forehand. Schuman finds time, sending it to Beckwith. Beckwith's shot hits a knee pad. Broken play results in a 2-on-1. Shot save there for Parker West. 2-on-1's an emphasis in practice. Just the other day, our defenders working on allowing the goaltender that time and space to take the shooter. Well executed. Long stretch pass. Crosses the line, they send it down in. Eilertson will be the first one on, no ice. 27 seconds left in the coincidental minors. 7 minutes and 8 seconds left in the game. We are just past the midway point of this one. Turvold. Back to Eilertson. Now Thonvold. It's like MacKenzie was trying to talk the the bench official into letting him back onto the ice at the expiration of the coincidental minors. Had to be told to have a seat. There's a shot going just high there off the stick of Thonvold. Nice pass to Thomas. Thomas's shot, blocker saved, knocked in the far corner. Background pass to Thonvold. He looks like he was looking to pull it back where Turvold was waiting for it. Wildcats are offside. Stops the clock with 6:07. Players are now allowed to return to the ice after serving their minor coincidental penalties in the penalty box. Umland, Thomas, MacKenzie, Becker, and Schmidt. Here's a break for the Mustangs. Shot goal. Becker was stripped, and it was a quick little through the legs 5-hole move coming in on the breakaway. So the first time of the season, the Wildcats find themselves behind in a game. That was Umland getting tossed out of the face-off circle. MacKenzie worked off the puck as Mustangs try to work on a breakout. MacKenzie off the wall looking for Umland. Umland fights off a couple. MacKenzie with it. Now Thomas. Thomas on his backhand looking to go back door for Umland. One goes just wide. Umland feeding the point. That's Becker. Becker pulling back, sending it down. Umland in on the forecheck, but we have got a penalty on the play. Looked like body checking was the call. Put the Wildcats on the power play with 5:20 left in the second period. Referees confirming a couple things here with our coaches. Lots of nodding. I think looks like we'll be all right. Minute and a half of power play time. It'll be started with Urick, Turvold, Thonvold, Eilertson, and Beckwith. Turvold sending it out to Eilertson. Eilertson right back to Turvold. Turvold finds time on the hash marks, tried to send it into Urick. Walking in towards the middle, goes on net, stops the clock. Just 18 seconds gone on the power play. Turvold winning it to Urick. Urick sending it right back out to Eilertson. Eilertson walking over to Beckwith. Beckwith sending it down, looking for Urick. That hit traffic. Now Urick. Quick shot goes wide. Thonvold. Out to Beckwith. Beckwith tried to send it back to Thonvold. Thonvold pulling it off the wall. Now back to Urick. Quick pass back to Thonvold. Thonvold finds Beckwith. Beckwith back to Thonvold. Eilertson hustles over to the far side. Keeps that one in the zone. Eilertson onto his forehand. Almost able to unload that wrister of his. But now here's a break for the Rochester Mustangs. Beckwith on the back check. Beckwith pushes aside. No call. Shot goes wide. Long stretch pass that was tipped there by Urick. Icing is the call. And it did look like Urick had tipped that just on the wrong side of the red line. I believe that was a good call there on the part of the official. "14 seconds left in the power play. 4:04 left in the second period. MacKenzie on the draw. He's with Thomas, Becker, Schuman, and Schmidt. Oh, looks like there was a call on the play. There's an interference call on the play. Beckwith. Beckwith was assessed a minor interference call. Now here's MacKenzie. MacKenzie onto the outside, peeling it into the near side corner. MacKenzie sends it out to Schmidt. Schmidt walking to the center. Shot save. And there's another penalty on the play, this time going against the Mustangs. So once again, we'll have some 4-on-4 hockey for a full minute 13. MacKenzie, Schuman, Schmidt, Becker. MacKenzie wins it back to Schmidt. Schmidt, shot, tipped, but goes wide. Schuman, out of the corner. Going across, looking for Becker, who sends it just wide. Nice little pass there for Schuman. Now MacKenzie, his backhand shot. Looks like the net may be off its moorings. Becker walks off the line. Becker with it again. That net is definitely off its moorings, and yes, the play gets stopped. See the referee putting the pegs back in place. 42 seconds left of 4-on-4 hockey. It'll be followed by a short penalty kill. It's about 17 seconds or so. Thonvold, Urick, Turvold, and Eilertson, your 4-on-4 unit. And here come the Mustangs. Nice back check from Turvold, able to get a stick on the puck, breaking up the play. Now Thonvold recovers. Mustangs bring it to the outside. Eilertson pushing him into the corner. Turvold looking for Urick. That bounces out to the point. Shot coming, hits traffic. I believe that would have been the pads of Turvold. Thonvold off the wall and out. And Beckwith is out of the box. 14 seconds of power play time now. Pace has slowed here for the Wildcats. Now Turvold. Nice bounce pass off the wall. Speedy number 14 in for the Mustangs picks up. Brings it on his forehand side. Goes around Urick. Pulls to the center. And beats Thonvold. Number 14 with it still. Motor on number 14. Bring it to the center. Finally a drop pass. Turvold breaking that up. Wonderful effort from number 8. Nate Turvold. MacKenzie. Now Schuman. That goes out to Umland. Umland, shot from the slot, hits traffic. Schuman in on the forecheck. He gets a tip on it. Comes back out into neutral ice. Beckwith able to stop that one. That's a potential 2-on-0 going the other direction. Beckwith. Peeling back, leaves it for MacKenzie. MacKenzie goes back to Beckwith. Beckwith fights off a couple Mustangs, but MacKenzie able to find it in the slot. Now Schuman. Schuman, shot, goal! Sebastian Schuman roofs one, and we've got ourselves a tie game. Schuman going upstairs. See MacKenzie poking it over to Schuman. Schuman finding the corner. Right up over the short side shoulder. And this one is all tied. Here with minute 8 left of the second period.
Eagan goals for number 98, Schmidt, assisted by number 26, MacKenzie, and number 66, Beckwith.
Schuman from MacKenzie and Becker. Now it's a 3-on-2. MacKenzie takes a shot. Hard shot goes right over the net. Slap shot turnaround on net. MacKenzie throwing them both on net. We'll get a fresh 5. Thonvold, Turvold, Urick, Becker, and Schmidt. 45 seconds left in the second period. Great game so far here on a Saturday afternoon in Rochester. Schmidt on his forehand side. He's got 31 seconds. Toe drag up to Thonvold. Thonvold quick breakout to Turvold. Turvold onto his backhand side. Just got a poke check at the last moment. Turvold. Urick leaving it for Schmidt. Schmidt's going to take a shot. Stopped by Turvold. Turvold's got 8 seconds. Backhand. Shot save. Urick on the rebound. Turnaround goes right up the slot. No one home. 2 seconds left, and this period will end. And we will take a short break and be back with the conclusion of this tie game here in just a moment. Thanks again for joining us, everybody. Back for the third period. This one has gotten good. 4-4 your score. Thomas, Umland, Schuman, Eilertson, and Beckwith on the ice to start the third period. Eilertson pulling up through the slot, sending across, finds Thomas. Thomas gains the zone, sends it over to Umland. Umland working in over his forehand. He's got room in the corner. Puts it in towards the net, gets on Schuman's stick. Schuman, quick turnaround. Schuman sending it out to Eilertson. Eilertson with time. Eilertson sending it down to Umland. Umland backhand pass down to Schuman. A lot of nice passing here early in the third from the boys in blue. Umland dumped in front of the net, no call. Schuman still fighting off a number of Mustangs behind the net. And the Mustangs come back out into neutral ice. It's 3-on-2. That one's sent all the way down. It'll go for icing. Stops the clock with 15:49 left in the third period. Urick, Turvold, Thonvold, Becker, Schmidt. Turvold working it with Urick. Turvold down to Urick. Turnaround pass right back to Turvold. Turvold shot and a goal. Just another beauty. Credit going to Turvold on the goal, but just a gorgeous pass coming from Dan Urick. We'll see if we get a decent view of this one coming out of the far side corner. There's the spinorama, finding Turvold right on the tape, and then Turvold going right upstairs. Wildcats regain the lead, 5-4. Turvold from Urick. Schmidt batting it off the wall. Thonvold. Now Turvold giving pressure. No icing as the puck was tipped through neutral ice. Becker. That one hit a skate, goes right out in front. Now back behind the net. Becker on his backhand again. Becker pulling up around his forehand. Scoops it up where Thonvold tried to pull it off the blue line. And finally kicks it out. Urick breaking up a play. Urick's got a partial 2-on-1 with Thonvold. Now a 3-on-2 developing. Beckwith and Eilertson back to defend. Tipped once. Nice save there. West tracking it the entire way. Beckwith had tried to make the move. Turnover in the zone. Gets on net. Umland. Now Beckwith. Beckwith bats at it. Gets it back to Umland. Umland breaking it out to Thomas. Thomas has Schuman streaking, but he fans on the pass. Thomas sends it down in. Schuman will retrieve it behind the net. Good hustle there from number 98, Sebastian Schuman. Eilertson on the pinch and successful. Umland and Thomas back to support. All four blue players right up along the wall. Lots of room over there on the far side of the ice, and the Mustangs find it. Beckwith. Now Eilertson with the stop, but it was a quick redirection and save from Parker West. Nice deke there from the Mustang player. But it was Eilertson stopping the cross-ice pass. Ends up underneath Parker West. 13:33 left in the game. Turvold, Thonvold, MacKenzie, Becker, and Schmidt. Thonvold with the stop. He finds MacKenzie. MacKenzie bringing it into the center. MacKenzie now onto the outside. MacKenzie takes a shot, tipped at the last moment. Thonvold picks it up. Thonvold turn around. Now Thonvold in the slot. He takes a shot. Rebound. Another save there from the goaltender. And a whistle. We'll take a look at that one. Thonvold, quick turnaround shot. Rebound and a big pad save. They're stopping MacKenzie. Good angle on it. Play resumes, just about 13 minutes left. MacKenzie fighting on the near side wall, comes away with it. He had drawn all sorts of players at him. Takes a backhand shot, goes wide. Turvold. He moves it back towards MacKenzie. Thonvold in for support. Thonvold comes up with it. Thonvold working it back towards MacKenzie. Now back with Thonvold. Thonvold to the center, onto his backhand side. Loses it in traffic. Sent back out. Schmidt almost able to hold on. But it's the Mustangs coming back. Schmidt with a nice stop. Moving it up. MacKenzie's got room. Schmidt on the inside. MacKenzie kicked him to himself. Goes backhand. Shot and a goal. MacKenzie chipped that one up and over. We'll take a peek on that in the replay. There it is. MacKenzie just with a little chip shot getting up over the shoulder. Kicking it to himself and finds that spot, and sure enough, right up over the shoulder, makes this one 6-4. MacKenzie from Umland, the press box special. Schuman, Eilertson. Now here's Thomas. He's got a break and a back checker. Thomas pulled down through the slot, no call. Thomas stays on his feet, sending it back to Umland. He's with Eilertson and Beckwith. Beckwith with a nice step. Not sure if they're calling it offsides or if they're getting Beckwith on the clip. Appears to just be offside. MacKenzie, Urick, Thonvold, Eilertson, Beckwith. Shot, save. $11:37 left in the third. Eilertson sauces it over to Thonvold. Thonvold finds Urick. Strong breakout from the Wildcats. Urick with a dance, but there's a strong back checker. Play presumes behind the net. MacKenzie almost had a piece of the breakout pass. Now it's Beckwith interrupting play. Thonvold pulling it off the wall, out and in, stops the clock with 11:12 left in the third. MacKenzie, Urick, Thonvold, Becker, Schmidt. Another quick offside. Just a couple clicks gone. MacKenzie right off the face-off. He's still with Urick and Thonvold. Nice breakout pass from Becker to MacKenzie. MacKenzie onto his forehand side. MacKenzie pulls up, takes a shot, quick shoulder save. MacKenzie hangs onto the rebound, but Thonvold had gone down in the corner. Now here come the Mustangs, 3-on-3. Helmet save, Parker West. The unmistakable clanking of puck on plastic. Backhand, save West. Schmidt picks up the rebound. Thonvold, still with the puck in his skates was Thonvold. Now there's Schmidt. Mustangs send it back down in the skates of MacKenzie. Here comes a shot and a little knob save there from Parker West. Wildcats being pinned in a little bit. West had enough. Wisely holds on, stops the clock. 10:02 will allow the Wildcats to get themselves a change. West having a friendly chat with his friendly local referee. Schuman with a good hustle through neutral zone. He's with Umland and Thomas, Eilertson and Beckwith. Umland on the draw. That one back towards Beckwith. Beckwith hustles, gets a stick on it, and pushes it up to Thomas. Thomas, his shot deflected high and wide. Schuman battling. Umland comes away with it. He's got a lane. Umland backhand pass looking for Thomas, stopped by Rochester. Loose puck high in the zone, still sitting there. Rochester finally able to come away with it. Shot almost coming. It was a quick pull-up. Eilertson does a good job of holding on. West jumps on the loose puck once more. 9:15 left in the game. Umland, Becker, Schuman, Schmidt, Thomas. Thomas clears the zone. No ice. Schuman with some great third period wheels. Schmidt on the pinch. And now Rochester. MacKenzie will pick up the loose puck. Pull it into the corner. He goes down. Loose puck picked up by Rochester. broken up there by Becker. Becker just wants to backhand it out in a neutral ice. Wildcats will be playing a soft forecheck by the looks of it. Becker. Becker absorbs a hit from behind. That'll stop the play. Checking is the call. Puts the Wildcats back on the power play. That one caught him a bit on the numbers. Luckily, he seems to be just fine. We'll bring up an offensive zone faceoff for the power play. 8:17 left, minute and a half of man advantage time on the board. There's Coach Eilertson attempting to take a timeout. Ref says, nah, today. We're good. Turvold, MacKenzie, Urick, Becker, Schmidt. Schmidt with a nice stop. He chips it up to Turvold. Turvold's 2-on-3. MacKenzie trailing. Turvold to the center. He takes a shot. Glove save, tipped high. Turvold digs at it behind the net. Rochester coming up with it. Urick on the back check. Becker defending. Becker pushing to the outside. Does a good job of keeping the player to the perimeter. Now it's Turvold. Turvold finds some time and a little bit of room. He's allowed to skate out of the zone. Turvold gains the red line and the blue line, but he had gone in. We have viewers in Florida who will call that the classic Bobby Smith play. Old school North Stars reference for some of you. Schuman, Umland, Thomas, Eilertson, Beckwith. 36 seconds remaining of power play time. Plenty of time for the Wildcats to get set up. Schuman pulls up, loses an edge. Umland pursues. Eilertson picking up a loose puck high in the zone. That gets poked away. Beckwith, last one back. Beckwith finds some room. Beckwith runs out of room. Rochester now. Umland and Thomas tie up along the wall. Rochester still with it, moving to the middle. Beckwith on the loose puck. Fends off a hook, gets it up to Thomas. Thomas crosses the line, sends it down in. 6:37 left in the game. Schuman once again showing his impressive third period legs. Thomas meeting it in the far corner. That one gets poked. Beckwith with a nice solid pinch. Schuman stopped at the line. Everybody goes down in a heap. Puck is still loose. People are batting at it. Schuman deserves a shift. He gets one. Ref had seen enough, blows it down, stops the clock with 6:12 left. Wildcats holding on to a 2-goal lead, 6-4 here in the third. Becker over to Schmidt. Now Turvold. Turvold fights off a couple. Finds himself some room with 6 minutes left. Turvold saucing it up to Urick. Rochester taking over. It's Urick sending it high up into the air. Urick will chase it down. No icing. Urick gives chase. Causes the turnover. Now it's Thonvold. Rochester tries to send it out. May have gotten out. Hard to say. That one certainly does, but ends up in the Rochester bench. Just under 5.5 to play here in the third. Umland, MacKenzie, Thomas, Becker, Schmidt. MacKenzie with a strong back check, finding a lane, trying to get out of his own zone. And he pulls it with him. It's MacKenzie one-on-one with a back checker. MacKenzie onto his backhand. MacKenzie absorbs a hook, no call. Umland with it, trying to work towards the center. Thomas picking up on his forehand, sends it out, finds Becker on the point. Becker's shot hits traffic. Rochester trying to chip it out once more. And they do. MacKenzie stops that one high in the zone. Called a hand pass. Both teams put fresh 5 out. 4:43 left in the game. Turvold, Urick, Thonvold, Eilertson, Beckwith. Three-on-one developing. Beckwith, your back checker. Eilertson, your defender. Beckwith had gotten a piece of it. Stops it and leaves it for Turvold. Turvold finding Urick. Urick 1-on-2. Urick onto his forehand side. Urick absorbs a body. Now Turvold. Mustangs breaking out. Stopped there by Eilertson just outside the blue line. Thonvold waits for the zone to clear and does. Eilertson absorbing 2. Now Urick throwing it back to the Rochester defense. Urick once again. That one gets by. Ends up with Eilertson. Eilertson, plenty of time, sends it off the wall just behind Thonvold. Now Beckwith back to Thonvold. Thonvold pulling up, skipping it up to Turvold. Turvold all alone as the Wildcats start a change. Turvold sending it toward the net. Thonvold retrieves behind the net. Thonvold backhand pass to Turvold. Turvold to Eilertson. Eilertson's shot hits the side of the net. Nice heads-up play there from Turvold to Eilertson. One-timer to Eilertson just goes wide. We've seen that a couple times already this season. Eilertson finds that lane coming in off the point. He finds the one-timer and lets her go. Rochester changing now. It's Beckwith pursuing in the far corner. Eilertson stopping. Now Schuman. Schuman breaking it out over towards Thomas. Thomas crosses the line. Thomas in towards the middle. Puts it in on the net. Now Schuman pursuing. Rochester coming back the opposite direction. Becker and Beckwith the defenders. Beckwith gets a stick on it. Beckwith taken into the wall. MacKenzie in there to support. Now Thomas. Just under 2.5 to play. Wildcats holding on to a 2-goal lead. MacKenzie off the wall. He's got Schuman. MacKenzie into the middle. MacKenzie pulling it back through himself. Ends up with a turnaround shot, and the goaltender holds on. Let's see the goalie. Hey, found it. .2:15 left. We've got Turvold, Urick, Thonvold, Becker, Schmidt. Urick with room out of the corner. Urick to the middle. Goes back door looking for Thonvold. Goes just wide. Now speedy player catches Schmidt just losing an edge partially through neutral ice. Good recovery there from Hudson Schmidt. Takes his man away. Number 9 wearing the white, black, and red. Lots of speed up on the sides. Thonvold, nice pull up. That one picked off looking for Urick going across ice. Thonvold will chase. No ice. Centering pass, stopped there by Schmidt. Schmidt pulling back, minute 20. Content to send it down. Will probably get for icing, and it does. So the Wildcats will have 74 seconds with a 2-goal lead to close out their first victory over a AA opponent of the 2022-2023 season. Umland, MacKenzie, Beckwith, Eilertson, and Schuman. Umland winning it cleanly to Beckwith. Beckwith absorbs a check along the far side wall in front of the Wildcat bench. Umland trying to send it out. That hits traffic. Shot coming. Save Parker West. Good job by Parker. Not only making the save, but controlling the rebound, stopping the clock here. Minute 3 left in the game. Same crew for the Wildcats. Schuman, MacKenzie, Umland, Beckwith, and Eilertson. 1 minute remaining in the game. MacKenzie didn't get all of his pass. He was looking to go across ice. Player resumes back out into center. Eilertson retrieves the loose puck. He's going to take a skate. Crosses in front of Parker. Circles back. Now he's going to go circle behind. He gives it to MacKenzie. MacKenzie pulling into the center. He's got a back checker. He fights off one. Taken down. No call. Eilertson gains the zone. Eilertson to the middle. That comes back out of the zone. 22 seconds left. Wildcats finding some time. Maybe content just to play some keep away here, knowing they've got themselves a 2-goal lead. That one's sent back onto mid-ice. MacKenzie may be the first one almost had himself a break. 7 seconds left in the game. And that'll do it. (6-4) your final score from Rochester. Scoring up and down the lineup from the Wildcat roster today. As mentioned, this is the first opponent that the Wildcats have played this year with the AA designation. A good 6-4 victory. Wildcats with this win will also remain undefeated on the season, improving to 4-0. We'll be doing this one more time tomorrow, 1 o'clock against Shock PA. So as the Wildcats and the referees and the coaches, Mustangs all shake hands, we'll bid you adieu. For Chris Umland, I'm Brett MacKenzie.